Are you ready for the golden age of classic WoW? The new world bosses, the epic PvP battles, epic mounts, massive gear upgrades, even the new level 55 water. This game is about to change big time, so if you play your cards right, you might be getting that server first Imperium Demolisher, or maybe rank 14, or insane profit in Dire Maul. But if you're not ready, you're gonna end up like I did back in 2019. You're gonna miss all the world boss kills. Worse yet, you're gonna be permanently behind in the rank grind. So let's talk about everything you need to do to dominate in Phase 2. First though, have you ever successfully killed a world boss in Classic WoW? Share your epic adventure in the comments. So here's what you need to know. On January 9th, the floodgates are going to open and Phase 2 is going to drop. That means new world bosses in Kazakh and Azurkos, the rank grind, Dire Maul. Starting with those new world bosses though, we're going to be getting Kazakh and Azurkos, and that means epic new loot upgrades for every single class. Starting with Kazakh and the Tainted Scar first. This is the boss where people dying actually ends up healing him. So people back in the day, they'd send in these armies of level 1s, they'd grief the kills and stop people from killing him. He's also got the Mark of Kazakh mana mechanic, so people explode if they have no mana left. Always a crowd pleaser. If your guild's able to take down Kazakh though, you'll be getting the best weapon in the entire game for Phase 2, the Imperium Demolisher. That's the kind of weapon you could really flex in Stormwind all day long. But there are plenty of other desirable physical upgrades as well, like the Blaze Fury Medallion neckpiece. Then moving on to Azurkos in Southeast Ashara. He's the boss where anybody who dies, they get the Mark of Frost, and that chain stuns you, so you just can't graveyard rush the boss. His other major mechanic is this hilarious magic reflect that'll get so many hardcore WoW players killed, but he's also got this very frustrating mana-burning blizzard for healers too. If your guild is able to take down Azurkos, you're in for some of the most desirable upgrades in Classic. Specifically the Crystal Adorned Crown for all healers, and the Puissant Cape for DPS as well. Personally, in the entirety of Classic WoW, I have never gotten a single piece of world boss loot. I'm wondering if you guys think it's fair or if it's outdated to lock some of the very best loot in the game behind these very time-limited world bosses. It's not just the world bosses we'll be getting though, because we'll also be getting the brand new honor reward system. Starting on the 9th, we'll be able to rank up, which means all these crazy open world PvP battles. It'll be really awesome. The main thing you need to know is that the honor system is capped at rank 11, at least until the Blackwing Lair phase. That means no PvP weapons until significantly later. The second thing you need to know is that the BIS rank rewards, the PvP armor sets, the discounted epic mounts, they're so much easier to get than they ever were before. This just isn't the old school competitive ranking system where you had to play 20 hours per day. Instead, you just have to hit specific honor goals, and going above those goals gives you absolutely nothing. If you hit the max threshold for ranks each week, you can hit rank 11 in just 4 weeks. If you have limited time though, there are several other routes you can take that are not very time consuming and can still get you your rank. I highly recommend grabbing the Ranker add-on to pick your rank goal, like 11 for example. I would love to hear if you guys have any plans to rank this time around. Personally, I'm trying to hit rank 11, ideally before Phase 3 on my Ellie Shaman. So with the rank system on January 9th, we are also getting Warsong Gulch and Alterac Valley a week later on the 17th. Just like the rank armor, the rep rewards like the Warsong Berserker braces are BIS upgrades. But it's important to note, the BIS Warsong legs, they don't come out until rank 5. So personally in my opinion, because we don't have infinite time, I would say the much better reputation to get is Alterac Valley rep. That reputation is much faster to grind, and you can also get multiple overpowered rewards at the same time. Don Julio's, the Unstoppable Force, the Lobotomizer. Also, one last note on the ranking system, Arathi Basin is going to be delayed all the way until Phase 4, which is all the way in the Zul'Gurub phase. Do you guys think delaying Arathi Basin is a big mistake? Because personally, I think it's my favorite battleground, and I'm really sad we're just going to be stuck in Alterac Valley all day. So alongside that new ranking system, we're also getting a massive new update in the form of Dire Maul. You won't just be clearing one dungeon though, you'll be getting 3 different dungeons, a massive new complex with new quests and epic rewards too. This is finally where mages are going to get their 55 BIS water, and it's also where you're going to get your new best in slot Royal Seal trinket, whether from mob drops or from the dusty tomes located throughout the instances. Starting with Dire Maul West, also known as the graveyard of hardcore characters. This is the place most famous for being the place warlocks and paladins they have to go to get their epic mounts. It also features bosses like Imolthar and Prince Tortheldrin, plenty of BIS upgrades like the Padre's trousers for all healers, the Bracers of Eclipse for ferals and rogues, the epic Quel'Serrar questline too. Then switching gears to Dire Maul East, it features some of the best and easiest gold making for all AoE classes with the Lasher farm. Even on my priest, I'll be pushing 40, 50 golden hours, super easy, and I'm really looking forward to it. We've also got jump runs as well. Ideally, these runs are done in 2 or 3 man, and the idea is to skip as much trash as possible, prioritizing bosses with lucrative blues to vendor. Better yet, you're getting an insane amount of ghost mushrooms, guaranteed thorium nodes as well, that really can print those arcane crystals. Also in Dire Maul East, there's some downright broken gear. Whether the Whipvine cord for healers, or the Satyr's bow, that's gonna save warriors so much time they won't have to go into Lower Blackrock Spire anymore. Oh, and of course you get the Crescent Key from Dire Maul East as well from Pusillin, so make sure to talk to him and chase him around the instance at least once. Moving into Dire Maul North though, that is really where the excitement is. You can either full clear the instance and get all sorts of BIS upgrades like the Sublime Wrist Guards, the Mugger's Belt from Moldar and Crom Crush, or you can skip the guards and do a tribute run, which means only killing the last boss, King Gordok. With Gordok dead, you can talk to Mizzle the Crafty at the end of the dungeon, you proclaim the new king, which spawns this tribute chest. It's got Omega BIS loot, things like the Rod of the Ogre Magi, the Tarnished Elven Rings. The best part is, though, because all the guards are friendly, you'll be able to talk to them for the new BIS Dire Maul buff. It's got extra damage, crit, stamina, it is fantastic. Of course, many groups, they're going to be clearing Dire Maul North and doing these tribute runs, but what's really crazy is some classes can solo tribute run, specifically the Hunters. And then you get the entire tribute chest all to yourself, or you could sell the world buffs and the loot like the Elven Rings to other players for even more profit. We also have to talk about the new recipes that unlock in Phase 2. There's this goblin in Dire Maul North. His name is not Thimblejack. You have to free him by getting a key from killing ogres, and then he'll leave behind this cache. The cache can contain all sorts of new BIS recipes, notably the Hide of the Wild and the Belt of the Archmage, which are going to be hugely desirable. These crafts are so insanely expensive in Phase 2, so if you can snag a recipe, you can really print some huge money. So there you have it, all the most awesome content coming in Phase 2. Plus exactly how you can take advantage to get your BIS Imperium Demolisher, your new epic mount, your new 55 water, rank 11 gear, and the BIS Dire Maul buffs too. Now all you have to do is show off to your guild with all your BIS new upgrades. So which part of Phase 2 are you most looking forward to, and is there anything in this video that I missed? Let me know in the comments. Now make sure to hit like if this video helped you and subscribe for more classic tips, and ring that notification bell for the next big gold making video coming very soon. And check out my newest gold making video for some guaranteed ways to get super rich that you might not have heard of.